welcome to another installment of DIY with RP. Today we're actually going to be wiring up the SPAL fan. Now, I've already installed all the cabling and everything. I'm just going to show you how I routed it, and hopefully, since I couldn't find any really good resources online, this will help you if you were trying to wire up the fan. So why do we need special wiring for the fan? Basically, the factory system in the car is not strong enough for the amperage that the SPAL fan requires. So pretty much as soon as the ECU tried to kick on the fan, it blew the fuse that is present here under the hood. And I didn't know it was blown, I just thought it wasn't enough juice. So I replaced the fuse and I actually wired everything up. So what I'm going to do is take you through how I routed everything in the car, and then show you how, well, obviously I can't show you how it works because I have to let the car warm up, but I want to show you how I routed everything in the car, and then maybe it'll help you do it on your own vehicle. So I'll also show the instructions that were provided by SPAL, which were okay, I guess, and then a couple of resources that I found online that helped me figure out the last couple of steps and get it working. So this is just a quick walkthrough of the SPAL fan install. So this one right here is the SPAL fan. As you can see, it's got a pretty big motor on it compared to this little baby motor on the Mishimoto fan. I had spoken about this in the past, but the reason why I went with the larger fan for the radiator or for the cooling is that the Mishimoto fans, while everything looks cool with all their shrouding and everything, it doesn't move enough CFM to cool the car properly in temperatures over about 85, 95. And if it's even hotter than that, sometimes if you're sitting in traffic, the car actually starts to overheat, which is no fun when you have to turn off the AC and turn on your heat to cool the engine. So we had gone through this whole deal, and basically I couldn't get the fan to work, so I went ahead and ordered a kit from SPAL, which I'll grab it over here. So this is the kit. I got it on Amazon. I can link it in the description. But basically it's the fan relay harness. So you can see that one there. So that's what it is. So basically it just allows you to add more amperage and not use the car's systems to kick the fan on. So basically what I did was, you have to run the power cable here, and there is a fuse on it. It's a 30 amp fuse. I mounted the relay here. It's a 4-wire relay. There's a yellow, a red. So the yellow wire is actually the power wire that goes over here. There's a red cable which powers the fan. There's an orange wire that I routed all the way around and into the car over there. And then there's a gray wire that goes over here, travels all the way down, and I just put it directly into the plug. So I unplugged the fan, the cable for the fan from the factory harness. And what I did was I ran all the wires that go through here directly, the red and the red wire. Now how did I do this? The red wire and then the black ground. So the ground is actually right here. You can see that right there. I just tapped into the factory block. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 grounds already there, and then I just added one to it. Cleaned it up real nice. And then, and you can see where the wire goes over here for the fan. And then the cabling, I just bundled it up really nicely. So basically, with this 4-wire setup, your yellow wire goes here. The red wire will go directly to the fan. The gray wire will go to the factory side of the harness on the black and blue wire, which is right there. So you just I plugged it directly into the harness and then taped it all up really nice. And then the orange wire, like I said, comes out of here and I snaked it all the way around. I tried to run it as cleanly as possible. See, it's really hard to see, but that's a good thing. So this is the wire right here. It snakes all the way around. This is it right here. Right there, right there, right there. And then there was a plug. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, there was a plug here. I just popped it out, and then I ran the wire through there. It goes right into the footwell, and I'll go inside the car and show you where that goes. But first, I wanted to show over here, because there is a rubber bushing here where a cable passes through. The problem is that there is a insulation on the other side of the firewall, so I couldn't get the wire to go through that. So I just had to snake it along the firewall and into the car. So if we go inside the car, I'll show you exactly where to put that cable. Light is on. Turn up the brightness a little. Okay. Oh. So if you look in the fuse block, you have 3 ports, 1, 2, and 3. I just put it in the top port. It just pops on there, and that will provide the ignition power, the ACC power, to the fan to let it know when to kick on. And then the ECU will take care of the rest. So I'll flash up some diagrams and stuff on the screen so you can see how they recommend you wire it, and then how I had to figure out for myself with some other resources online how to get it to work. And it actually works really good. It's a little louder than the Mishimoto or the factory fan, but it definitely moves some air. So this is all neatly put away. Everything is tucked nice and neat. So now I can put the beauty cover back on and everything will be buttoned up, and essentially this car is done. It doesn't need anything else except for maybe some body work and some paint, but that's it. I completed the project after almost 1.5 years without this car working right. So another thing that I wanted to show really quickly was the loom that I used. So this isn't your factory or your regular, like the, let's see if I still have some in here. Yeah, like this cheap, the sort of corrugate looking stuff. When I redid the engine in here, I replaced a lot of it. There's still some, especially like on the big looms or the stuff that wasn't really affected by heat too much. So you can see this stuff here. I got rid of as much of that as possible and switched to this. It's just more presentable, and it should stand up to time a little bit better than the plastic stuff. And it doesn't get all brittle and weird over time. And I use really high quality tape for everything. But yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to go through that really quick, and like I said, I'll flash up some diagrams on the screen for you so you can see them. But now I want to talk about the Porsche project. So basically on the Porsche project, we had to put it on hold because, for one, you know, we operate a business out of that warehouse and it got full. We had a big order for Liquimali, and obviously it was pallet loads of stuff. So we had to basically take all the space that we were using to work on that car and fill it with pallets. And then we had some big shipments come in, and we have some big shipments going out. So of course there's been no space. We're looking at a clearing coming probably in the next 30 days or so. But as of the middle of last week, I ordered about $1,000 worth of parts. I'll go through all of that on another video, but I just wanted to give a quick update on that so people know we haven't just given up on it. It is still going on. Currently the car is in a shed on the property. I can show a picture of that. And then, you know, once we get some time and we get the space cleared out, we'll get the car back in there and start tearing it apart. But for now, we're going to tear the engine, well, not the engine apart. We're going to separate the transmission and the engine. We're going to give it a good once over, clean up, do some service on it, and then I have a new clutch and everything on order. So like I said, another video will be coming with all of that in it. So thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. If you know anybody that needs some DIY help, shoot me a message or whatever. You know, I'd be happy to try to put something together. I like to learn. I didn't actually know how to do all of this wiring stuff to begin with, but you know, I did a little research and I spent a few hours, and that's why I didn't film it, because I didn't know what I was doing and I wanted to make sure I didn't screw something up. So, you know, stay with me here. More content's on the way, and we'll see you soon. Take it easy.